Today, we'll be visiting Royal Caribbean's brand new adults-only Hideaway Beach at Coco Cay. Join me as we explore and review these new facilities, finding out what's there to do, the food options here, and whether it's worth your money to pay for access to it. Let's go! Well, good morning, fellow travelers. It's Ken from Ken Travels 360. Time really flies past, and it's now day 7, the last full day of our amazing cruise on Icon of the Seas. I'm a bit sad that the cruise is finishing soon, but we are finishing on a high, as we are going to visit Royal Caribbean's private island, Coco Cay. Exactly a year ago, we were cruising on Symphony of the Seas, and we visited Coco Cay for the first time. Since then, Royal Caribbean has built a new adults-only beach club at Coco Cay, and coincided its opening with the inaugural sailing of Icon of the Seas. And today, we'll be checking out this brand new facility. We booked our tickets for Hideaway Beach a few weeks before the cruise. The price for our cruise is $39 per person, although I have heard it being lower on other cruises. But with Royal, you can also imagine that it could be higher when the demand is high. In any case, the Hideaway Beach has a capacity of 2,000 people. So if you have your heart set on visiting Hideaway Beach, then make sure you reserve your place before your cruise. Right, we got our things ready, so we can now head outside to Coco Cay. Yay! Perfect day! The Pearl is going quite crazy today because we are at Perfect Day at Coco Cay. So normally you need to get a towel before you head out to Coco Cay. There are towel stations on the island, however, you can only exchange what you have. However, on Hideaway Beach, you can just get towels there. Today, we are docked here with Mariner of the Seas. Mariner is a 21-year-old ship with about half the gross tonnage as Icon of the Seas. It's not a small ship by any means, but next to Icon, it looks diminutive. Well, this is the entrance to the Thrill Water Park, but today we are not going there. Instead, we are going to the Hideaway Beach. Let's go! Now, to get to Hideaway Beach, you can walk there, which will take 5 to 7 minutes, or you could use the tram. We took the tram as there was one available immediately, and a couple of minutes later, we arrived at the Hideaway Beach. So normally, if you are not going to Hideaway Beach, you have to get your towels before you get off the ship, and then you can use the towel station to exchange it. But if you are going to Hideaway Beach, you don't need to do that. You don't need to take the towels and lug it around. You can wait until you are here at Hideaway Beach and get your towels. Really convenient, isn't it? Wow, we are at Hideaway Beach now. It looks so impressive. But as I mentioned before, this is a kids-free zone, so guests have to be over 18 in order to get in here. I think Royal Caribbean is very clever here. With celebrity ships set to visit Coco Cay as well, the addition of an adults-only area where people can enjoy a kids-free beach day is tempting to many, and it's gonna be a good earner for Royal Caribbean. Okay, so there are 3 main areas here, and one of the main features right in front of us is the Hideaway Beach. Be prepared to be blown away by its sheer size. It's probably the largest beach on Coco Cay yet. This cove-shaped beach stretches from one end to another. Throughout the beach, you will find resort-style lounges and umbrellas. It may be a coincidence, but it seems there is less seaweed here than at other beaches on Coco Cay as well. So the temperature of the water in the cove is a little bit cold, but we're gonna try to swim anyway. Now behind me, you will find the Hideaway Pool. If you visit here during the winter or early spring, you will be so pleased to find out the infinity pool here is heated. This magnificent pool also features a swimmer bar where there are DJs playing party music all the time. Royal Caribbean wants to create a party atmosphere here, and it looks like they are succeeding. There are day beds in the pool, and just like all the chairs around the beach, they are first come first serve. Now, if the music gets too much and you find it too loud, you should go to the far end of the beach. You still have all the lounges here, but at the far end of the beach, you will also find in-water palapas, as well as hammocks and swings. If you've been enjoying this video, please hit the like button so that YouTube will spread this video to more people. And please consider subscribing to my channel as I've got lots of cruising content. Thank you for your support. Well, now our budget doesn't quite stretch to renting out one of these cabanas, but I'm gonna walk around to show them to you anyway. There are two types of cabanas here. First, you have the Hideaway cabanas, where you get a personal attendant. This one is quite close to the pool and all the party scenes. So, if your goal is to be in the middle of the action, this is the type of cabana to go for. Then, on the other side, you have the hideout cabanas. For those renting one of these, you get access to an exclusive infinity plunge pool. It's a more relaxed atmosphere here, so if you prefer a quieter experience, this is the type of cabana to go for. Either way, neither come cheap. On my cruise, the Hideaway cabanas were selling at £1,218 or just over 1,500 US dollars, whereas the hideout cabanas behind me were priced at nearly £1,600 or exactly 2,000 US dollars. And yet, as you can see, they have all been sold out. However, even at this price, drinks are still not included.
Wow.
If you don't have a deluxe drink package, then all the beverages are still charged. The price is really over the top. I mean, for the amount people spend, they could get a week stay in some all-inclusive resorts like Sandals. But well, if people are happy to pay those prices, then Royal will be foolish not to take their money. Anyway, I digress. Let's talk about food and drinks here. I already mentioned the Hideaway bar, the swimmer bar in the pool. In addition to the swimmer bar, the two-tiered Hideaway bar also features a dry section. There, you'll find a DJ booth pumping out non-stop music, keeping the party vibe in full swing. There are also beach bars on either side of the beach to serve you drinks. Then there is On the Rocks bar, where later you will find a live band performing. So yes, that will add to the noise level. If you want a quiet beach day, then probably you don't want to be here. But right now, in the morning, it's quite cool. There's also a pool table here, ideal for those who enjoy some fun with their drinks. Now, when it comes to dining, Hideaway Beach features two complimentary restaurants. First, you have the Hideaway Hut, which is basically an enhanced version of Snack Shack that you can find elsewhere on the island. The menu includes all the favorites from Snack Shack, but here they have extra items like coconut shrimp basket, fish sandwiches, crispy chicken sandwiches, and ceviche, etc. The other dining venue here is called Slice of Paradise. Exclusive to this venue, it offers pizza and empanadas. Both the pizza and empanadas here are freshly made, and they are very tasty. This beef empanada is really good. After your meal, you could also get some complimentary ice cream from Sprinkles. Now, overall, what do I think of this place? Well, Royal Caribbean has done a stellar job at Hideaway Beach. The addition of this kids-free zone is gonna appeal to so many people. I really like the fact that I could enjoy the heated swimming pool amidst a vibrant spring break vibe. But when I have done enough partying, I could go to the quieter area of the Cove Beach where I could enjoy some relaxing time. The food provided here is better than the complimentary food offered in the general areas of Coco Cay, but it's still beach food. Overall, I'll do this again if the admission cost to this area remained reasonable at $39. But if Royal raises the price point, then I'll think twice. The cabanas are priced at a ridiculous price point, But if people are willing to pay for it, then well done to Royal Caribbean Marketing Department. I hope you enjoyed this tour of Hideaway Beach. If you want to see what the other areas of Coco Cay is like, watch this video next, where I show you everything about Coco Cay, including the Thrill Water Park and all the other parts of it, including the snorkeling at Chill Island, where I even spotted a shipwreck. See you over there. Ciao.